Families in Gaza on the move again during Israel's latest offensive. Israel's surprise attack on March 18th ended 2 months of calm. The residents of Gaza found themselves once again facing bombardments, evacuation orders, and overcrowding in ad hoc shelters. We spoke to one of the hundreds of thousands of Gazans who had to flee their homes once again this spring.
نحاول تدبير أمورنا بصعوبة شديدة منذ أن أصدر الجيش الإسرائيلي أمرا بإخلاء المنطقة في 19 من شهر مايو، ومنذ ذلك الحين انقطعت حتى أبسط مقومات الحياة التي كنا نعتمد عليها، مثل كميات الخضار القليلة، وسائل المواصلات، والمواد التي كنا نستخدمها لإشعال النار أثناء الطبخ.
After we spoke to him, Mohammed fled with his family to Al-Mawasi, a strip of sand along the coast that has become a tent city. In the 10 weeks after the fighting resumed, the Israeli army issued a total of 32 separate evacuation orders. We plotted them on the map. In all, they covered 78% of the territory. In all, more than 2 million Gaza residents are supposed to take refuge in just 65 square kilometers. Claire Nicolet of the French NGO Médecins Sans Frontières told us the orders left just too little space.
Il va y avoir encore de plus en plus de pression sur les ressources, parce que déjà en ce moment il n'y a pas beaucoup de ressources. Il va y avoir encore plus de pression sur le logement en tant que tel. Ça veut dire aussi qu'il va y avoir plus en plus de tensions, parce qu'évidemment quand vous avez une population très dense qui n'a pas de ressources, vous pouvez bien vous imaginer qu'en termes sécuritaires, ça va être de plus en plus compliqué.
The Israeli army presents its evacuation orders as being designed to protect civilians and says they are legal because they are temporary. But critics point out that the orders do not have an end date.
When we talk about open-ended displacement orders and about bombardment of the safe zones and the denial of return or access to aid, it all creates de facto target areas, and they suggest unlawful practices such as collective punishment and forcible transfer and the use of starvation as a weapon of war.
Evacuation orders told Gazan civilians to move to, quote, known shelters, without specifying exactly where they were. And some of these so-called known shelters ended up being bombarded shortly afterward. For instance, several people were killed on May 26 when a school they were sheltering in Gaza City was hit. An evacuation order had instructed people to go to the same area just a few days beforehand.
The scale and nature of these evacuations, basically they suggest broader goals to depopulate areas and to entrench long-term military control.
The UN says 1.9 million Gazans have had to flee their homes since the war began. Many of them several times.